Hello, everyone. Hello. It is I, Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole, and it's a Saturday, and we're going to stream, and I have to tell you all something. So there was some discussion going on in chat, which is all true, by the way. It was about whether or not I was going to play the banjo for you today, and Krellin is correct. I am not, because I was practicing the lyre for the Wednesday game, and I actually also need to I need to transcribe a new Renaissance song and get it ready just in case I need it. But once I get that together, then right, like once I just have to. Anyway, I need to get back to my banjo, but I'm just doing some emergency lyre prepping. In the cases. Krellin asked if I ate, and I really feel like it's such a difficult question to answer. I mean, philosophically, what does eating mean? Do you know? I mean, there's so many different ways one could interpret that question. What did you eat? Did you put food in your mouth? I mean, at one point in time, that did happen. Did it happen today? No, but it will right after the stream and before the next stream, because I've got like an hour window between. I'm doing 2 streams today, everyone. Hi, PH. Yeah, no, Krellin is correct. The answer is no. But I'm going to eat. I've got this hour window in between the 2 streams, and so I will eat then. Look, I need to tell you what was going on before I started stream today. So I have to tell you what happened. And I'm a little paranoid. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have some breakfast, I'm gonna start the stream. Woo! I was all excited. And then I got an email before I started stream, before I was gonna eat breakfast. And the emails told me something, and I was like, oh. So I'm a trooper time already and have only an hour between streams. But it's fine, I will eat in the hour between streams and then I'll eat after. It'll be fine. So look, I got this email and it caused me not to eat and not to be on time, really, because I was going to be here much earlier, because I got this email. And you know, when you get an email like this, I don't know if you've ever gotten an email like this. You don't know yet either, because I haven't told you the email, because I haven't given you the spoiler yet. I should eat the email. I had to take some time. I got an email from, so I live in a dorm. Print out on pasta, they need it. I live in a dorm, and I am one of 2 non-students who live in the dorm, right? So I'm a scholar in residence, so I'm like a professor who lives in the dorm and I do programs. And then there's the person who is the residential director, so they're the one who sort of like is in charge of the dorm and the students and all the RAs, right? So like there's a residential director, or yeah, whatever. And like they're in charge of the RAs, and like that's the team, the residential team, and I'm the scholar in residence, and we're all here together. And I got an email from our RD right before I came online. And the email said, hey, just so you know, I saw a mouse run into your apartment in the middle of the night last night. She must have been, you know, on her way in or out or something like this. And she apparently saw a mouse run underneath my front door and into my apartment. And I just found this out right before I was going to stream. And I was like, oh, I need to stream right now. But then I was like, or before I stream, I could just, you know, look through my apartment and see if there's a mouse somewhere. And so I spent more time than I probably should have wandering through my apartment, seeing if I could find a mouse. But here's the thing you need to know about my apartment. I am not fully unpacked from when I moved in, right? Because I mean, it's a long story, but you know, I'm applying for this. I applied for a fellowship and then I got this fellowship. So next year I'm going to be away, which means I need to move probably. And when I say next year, I mean next academic year, which means in a couple of months, right? So I would like to move, if I can find an apartment, July 1st, which is in 6 months' time, and mice are not breakfast. You should have eaten food and could find instead. Yeah, okay. I should have eaten the food I can find. All right, so I'm gonna move July 1st, which is in 6 months. Less than 6 months. It's like in 5 months, and I don't have an apartment yet. I'm gonna have to find that. So I was like, so I have a lot of boxes in this apartment, and I was like, what if there's a mouse that has buried its way into one of my boxes? I should probably check all the boxes to see if there's a mouse hole in it. And then, but then there are a lot of boxes, and then like I was like, oh, so mice in boxes. It's a new RPG, says Levi. Hey, Levi. And so I did not find the mouse, but after the second stream for today, I'm gonna go back to looking for a mouse. Ice Bunny, I am super allergic to cats, so I may not have any cats. Also, I cannot have a cat in a dorm. So there are no pets in dorms, and also I'm super allergic to... The mouse is a lie? Well, do you think it's likely that maybe the mouse just left on its own accord, like it came in and then it decided to just leave again? I don't know. Anyway, there may be a mouse in my apartment. I have to look into it. I mean, I don't, yeah, so. It was probably looking for food. Is it going to find food in your dorm? Mice are very picky about interior design. It may not like what it found. What if they think the mouse is a pet? That would be terrible. Is it cold in Boston this week? Hold on. Yes? Hey Siri. What's the temperature?
It's 43 degrees outside.
Oh, it's 43, so it's much warmer than it has been. It was like 18 a couple days ago. It was like 18, 20. The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fan, or info. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Salixin, Bobalixin, Banana Fana, Fophalixin, Fifa, Momalixin. Salixin. Sal, like that's been like how what? And the jury of my peers refuses me my name. Thank you for the 19 months, Sal. That's amazing. The mouse was probably naked cats. Naked cat, it's not the fur, it's the dander. Like you can still have allergic reactions to naked cats. Also, I still can't have a cat in the dorm. I'm just saying. There, and as Levi points out, there is no such thing as hypoallergenic cats or dogs. That's a lie breeders tell to trick people into torturing their family. Phallic is what's left over. Phallic skin is what's left over after your birth. That's true. Yeah. Phallic I think is good. Phallic so the mouse was probably looking for warmth. Sure, I suppose that's true. I mean, okay, look, I'm not gonna, like, okay, I don't know if you realize what I was just doing right there. I was looking for a mouse, and I should not be looking for mice. Not even gonna think about it. Let's not think about it, shall we? Let's not think about there being a mouse, because there may not even be a mouse. So, you know what I really need to do, but I don't have the time. What I need to do is go through all the boxes that I have that I've not unpacked, go through them and figure out which ones I am not going to unpack, and then just start putting them into storage. So I need to start putting things into storage because that's what I have to do. Chat will keep an eye on the bookcase behind you for this mouse. Thank you. The mouse was looking for warmth. Did you wake up to it snuggling up close to you? I did. It was so nice. I did not. You're bigger than the mouse. You'll be fine, I suppose. But the thing is, don't mice eat books? Like, I mean, doesn't everything that I don't want in my apartment eat books? Like, what if the mice eats all of my stuff? Like, mice do that, don't they? Don't they eat, I don't know, paper? I don't know. What do mice eat besides books? Do they eat books? I wouldn't want a mice eating any books. The only things that eat books are silverfish. Well, that would be terrible. And also rust monsters. So this, for D&D adventurers, it's rust monsters. For me, it's silverfish. One time I heard a noise when I was living at my parents' house. It turned out to be a sugar glider. Levi, I eventually rescued it and set it free outside. It was an ordeal. What is a sugar glider? That sounds cute, but I bet it's not. Sal says, we had a giant rat running around in my store the other day, like the size of a small dog. Also, inappropriate. Inappropriate. It's not okay. Sal says, I feel like I should try to convince my store manager to let me carry a strung recurve at work. Maybe, just for the rat. They do chew through cardboard. They chew through what if there's a mouse chewing through my boxes as we speak? What if the mouse is giving birth to mouse babies in my apartment as we speak? That's all. I'm just rumor has it that peanut butter makes the perfect bait. It's not like I have a piece of fruit on my counter. It's a nectarine or a peach. I think it's a peach. But I just brought it in. I think, right, okay. A sugar glider is a kind of flying squirrel, very small. Oh, well that sounds cute. They're little gliding rodent-like things. It's a flying squirrel. That seems nice. Tripper will be too obsessed with this mouse to game today. No, I'm totally gonna game today, and I'm gonna like use this moment to not think about the mouse that is probably just chewing through all of my boxes. I have a lot of boxes, and oh, hey, singing. Ooh, I can RP as May from Neither Woods. I can. So be right. Thank you for those bits. Singing will help me de-stress about rodents. I hope too. No. Oh, what if there's a mouse at this moment in the kitchen eating my peach? At this moment. What if this is the very moment that it's happening? Hey, Artie Snack. There may be a mouse in my apartment, so I'm a little like, ooh, what's going on? I'm gonna sing that song, but Levi says, I had a friend who rescued and rehabbed squirrels, and she told me how to trap it and get it outside. Turns out if you put toilet lids up, sugar gliders will jump into them because of instincts. Really? That's so weird. But note, if the mouse eats the peach, it isn't eating books. That's fair. You know what? Just one moment. I'm gonna just see if the mouse has eaten this peach, and then I'm gonna sing the song. Give me a second, because I'm just thinking, do I have any food in my apartment that is out? And I was like, I have this one peach. I'm gonna just look. 1 second. I'm looking. 1 second. Hey, mouse? I'm back. So, it did not eat the peach. The peach has not been eaten, and I've put the peach in my fridge, and I'm gonna eat the peach as soon as I finish stream, so that, you know, the mice cannot have it. That's all I'm saying. Leave food for a mouse that isn't books and it won't eat books. Then you would have concrete evidence that but the thing is, the mouse might also not be in my apartment. So the RD saw the mouse go under my door, but what if it left immediately after because it found it was bored? What if it's still here? What if it's under my bed? What if it's watching me right now? What if it's like somewhere secretly in this very small office looking at me because it's interested in my stream? I don't even know. If it ate my peach, it would have eaten more and healthier than that is fair. Hi, Volus dude, how are you? Trooper, the quest for openly queer food. Yeah, I don't even know. As the Scots are alleged to say, there's a moose loose about the hoose. Sal, they sell a small battery-powered speaker in hardware stores that emits a constant high-frequency tone inaudible to humans, but audible to rodents that annoys them and drives them away. Oh, Sal, that's interesting. That's interesting. You could have brought back with you and eaten it, appeasing me and Krillin. I suppose. I try not to eat on stream, because some people really don't like mouth noises. Not great if you have pets, but presumably nobody in this dorm should have a pet. Really, that is true. I should look out for strange subs. From mice? Yeah, what if the mouse is watching me on Twitch right now? Is this what happens when Mickey Mouse goes in the public domain? All of a sudden, there's shenanigans everywhere. Oh, by the way, happy year of the... Are we year of the rat? Are we year of the rat? Really? I'm year of the rat. What if it's a robot spy for the university senate just watching you? That could also happen. And I would not... We have engineers here. I don't know. The mouse was just blessing your dwelling for the new year. Maybe. And I am year of the rat, so I feel like that could be something positive. Clearly the only solution is to napalm the apartment. You've got to nuke it from orbit. That's the only way to be sure. Maybe the rodent is on a quest to find 4 students to train. Perhaps this is possible. Dude, that would be like cowabunga. I mean, I don't know. So I should tell you something. The thing I'm going to tell you is, here's the thing. They're all the things I should tell you. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to think about this rodent. See, I'm not thinking about the rodent right now. In this moment, as we are hanging out together, I'm not thinking about the rodent. So, instead, I'm going to sing. Oh no, I actually have a burrito in the fridge that I'm going to eat. So, I'm going to eat a burrito and then also a peach. So, can I sing it with this inspirational music in the background? It's Did you hear the music? It's very dramatic. I have to tune out this music. Here, that's how I do it. I just turned down my volume. Irway and hey, the anime. Irway and hey, the anime. Ivway at gale, avway at wakes te ute et gale angweo. Irway and hey, the anime. Ide ice skates are ani say. Oh man, the idiot pray, we are a thre you stay unway unreo. Iwe evne idre edle ansley, avway ed bransley, ute day. And we see the and the order will laugh the I get right in the IA. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. So exciting. Kulan says, I'll make things work properly for me tomorrow, just not happening today. Oh no, Kulan. Kulan, hey, I'm giving you a hug. I'm just giving you a virtual hug if you want it, just across the internet. You know, I feel like I have announcements. Announcement 1, yes, announcement 1 is, I have got another stream today at 4 p.m. on Scraticus. I will be playing Dungeons & Dragons. It's their new GM Saturday where they sort of get people who have not really GM'd on stream before, or maybe only once, to come in and GM, and it's like a space for, they get players who are very supportive to sort of be there, and we've got Nerdily, who's going to be my GM, and she gave us the setup, which is very cool, and I'm very excited for it, so that'll be 4 p.m. At Scraticus channel. Oh no! Stream didn't capture my game at first, then I couldn't see Twitch chat. Oh no! Are you using OBS? What's your setup, Kulan? We can talk about this. We can have discussions about how to be helpful, because because you know, there are a bunch of us here who, I mean, we are not Anna geeks who knows all of the things, but we can be helpful if we can. Because I like being helpful, and I know lots of the Foxhole also they like to be helpful. If we can be helpful, Trooper, when are you coming down to meet me at Foxborough, and we can in real life stream you learning how to shoot recurve? Oh, hey, did you know that I did? Sorry, Sal, you recurve bow recurve made me think of a thing that I did the other day. It was a birthday party. And we went to an axe throwing place, and I threw axes. And I started off really good, and then I got progressively worse. I think it's because throwing axes probably is what do you call it? Tiring. Yes, but like bows are exciting. Also, Foxborough, I have to figure out where that is. Streamlabs OBS. I got the game to work and I updated Twitch Mobile, so it should work better. Huh. I didn't even drink though. I wasn't even drinking. Everybody else might have been drinking. Maybe I should have been drinking. Guitars aren't be right, but guitars aren't very aerodynamic. You just have to perfect. Oh, I've got a joke. Do you want to hear it? It's really bad. Do you want to hear it? It's really bad. It's not dirty. It's just not. It's okay. So, what do you call a musician? How do you know a musician has perfect pitch? You know a musician has perfect pitch because they can throw the banjo into the garbage can without hitting the rim. But I'm bummed. There are all these anti-banjo jokes. I know them, but they're not very nice. So Streamlabs OBS, I don't think I can be helpful with because I just use regular OBS because Streamlabs OBS is PC only, I think. So I've never used Streamlabs OBS, but I think sometimes somebody here must. So somebody should be able to get you a little bit of aid. They did not give milk. They did not give me cocktails. I was just throwing axes. But I will get better at it if I go there again. It was fine. There was axe throwing, lots of axes. It was good. There was like axe throwing. What I just feel like, oh right, so I'm playing in D&D at 4 p.m. Eastern time today over on the Scraticus channel, Scraticus, and I'll remember to host this time. Also, I'm going to be playing a bard, but not at all like my bard from the Witcher campaign. My goal is to make a nerd bard. But I was thinking, so I want a super awkward nerd bard, but like bards have super high charisma, so how does that work? So this is my idea. A manic pixie dream boy, but an elf, not a pixie. So like the Hollywood nerd who's like a nerd because they wear glasses, but otherwise they're like not at all nerdy, but like they're like, oh, they wear glasses, and oh, I'm awkward. So I feel like I should have a ukulele as my bard instrument. I think I put down pan flute, but I have to change it in my mind because I just had the inspiration earlier this morning when I was taking a shower that if I really want to be a manic pixie dream bard, then I have to have a ukulele, I think. And yeah, Big Bang Theory nerdy, right? Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. The musician to us, but should I sell my theremin? I haven't touched it in years. Mm-hmm. There's this video floating around of a lady throwing an axe at one of the Boston axe throwing places. It bouncing off the target, ricocheting off the floor, and then her dodging out of the way as the dangerous end passes through the air where her face was like a quarter second ago. Oh my gosh, Sal. Whoops. Be a nerd who makes shit up and people just believe them. Almost correct invocation of reference, am I right? Laugh track. Oh, Levi. Oh, Levi. Oh, Levi. Why are you so correct right now? Like the guys from BTS. Yeah, like, so basically, I'm gonna be a manic pixie dream bard, I think, with a little ukulele. I don't own a ukulele, but I'm gonna describe it in floppy hair. Oh, I have a pair of glasses, not my own. I have a pair of fake glasses that I'll probably wear to show that I'm a nerd bard. I think it'll be good. But also I've got a constitution of 7, so I'm gonna be very pale and thin. I'm gonna be such like, I'm totally there. I've totally got it. In Wrath of the Righteous, there's a character that has knowledge skill based off charisma, and I decided that's how it worked. She said something, people just assumed it was correct. I love that, Krella. That is so good. Yeah, so yes, so more Zine is Gabrielle than Witcher. This is correct. But with glasses to say that I'm a nerd, right? Because you got it like, oh, I'm a nerd, but really, I've got a ukulele. So I'm excited about that. So that's what I'm doing today. And then let me tell you what's happening next week. Oh, Rissa said that I should change the font on my little special events text, and I will. I'm gonna try making it red and see how that works. Because I feel like red is like, boom, special. So I'm gonna try red and see if that works better for the special text. Because I'll do next week's one and post it today. So then we'll do that. But what is happening next week? Yeah, it is then sort of like a hipster nerd bard is what I'm kind of going for. I'm kind of going for a hipster nerd bard is what I think. Yeah, if the yellow and cork doesn't work, then I will change it. I tried to like put a little black outline to make that work better, but I think it's still not working. So I'm gonna try red and see how red works, is what I'm gonna do. Hey, Abalek, what a bit of love. Okay, Abalek, for that bit of love, I think you know what that means. I think you know what that means. That means I'm gonna sing We're in the Money as sung by Ginger Rogers in the film Gold Diggers of 1933, which means I'm gonna be singing it in Pig Latin, and I probably should get rid of this tag at one of these things. But that's fine. I'm gonna just take this off, but not right now. It's fine. And that means I'm singing it in Pig Latin. Airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Eve way at gale, up way up, way up, way it ways to you, ted gale, ang way, oh. Airway and hey, the anime. Either I skays or any say. Oh man, did yes and pray, ooh, yare, ooh, three, you the unway on gray, oh. Ewe ever eat bread lands lay, way at brands lay, ooh, day. And we see the end, the Lord will look at the eye, get in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. I love singing that song so much. Hey, Abalek, thank you so much for the bits and for giving me an excuse to sing that song because it makes me really excited. But then remember the plated BF shirt, you have one. I thought of you this morning and I was nibbling on my donut. Ooh, donuts. Ooh, I want a donut. Sorry, you just reminded me that I want a donut, which is actually basically every time. Like, if you ever remind me about donuts, I'm gonna want a donut because, I mean, donuts are so good. Now I want one. Ooh, but I do. I have a peach. And I will eat it. I was gonna tell you all about what's happening next week. Next week is, hey, when do we hit February? We don't hit February next week, do we? Do we? Is February next week? Is it? Is February next week? What's the date? Next week. When next week? Is it the entire time next week? Oh, next Saturday. Okay, so next week is still January, which makes me feel a lot more comfortable about life for so many reasons, because I would not want it to be February next week, like on Monday, because it just feels like that's going too fast. Because, you know, I'm moving July 1st, theoretically. Probably. Maybe. I hope. I need to find an apartment. Sal says, so I restarted my Outer Worlds run the other day because in the middle of a depressive spike when I started my first run and couldn't pay attention to follow any of the story. Last night before going to bed, I saved the game and decided to see how hard it would be to wipe out everybody on the Groundbreaker. It was not difficult. I suspect it would have been easier if I was using a mouse and keyboard. You just murdered all the people. Oh my goodness. And we got some mini raspberry donuts from grocery store. Ooh, 10-10 perfect size to jam ratio. That is nice. 2-1 is on Saturday. 1 week from now. Okay, so I have a full week of January. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. So I have a full week. So so let me tell you about what's happening this coming week, which is still January. On Wednesday, I'll be playing episode 2 of The Witcher, where we will find out if Eris, the Witcher who decided to run off and confront a rock troll by himself, will survive until we can get close enough to help him. I don't know. We will see. And we'll see if more things are learned from people. Hopefully we can get some secrets out there. Narrator, he will not. I mean, we're gonna try. We are 800 yards away. 800 meters. We're 800 meters away from him. We can see him. Maybe we'll just see him, be murdered. So then, Thursday, I'll be playing more Oberdin. We're just in the... Isn't Eris the Witcher carrying a bow that made a big thing about not having scars and stuff? Yes. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So maybe he doesn't have scars because he doesn't get hit and he's super good at dodging and he'll be able to survive until we get there. Oh, I don't know. All I know is that he's like, I don't want to wait around because he's impatient because Witchers have low empathy. So he's like, I'm off. And we'll just, well, if anything, at least we'll be witness, but, I don't know. We'll find out. I've played all 3. I know what's gonna happen. Becomes troll kibble. Oh no. But I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Oh, thanks. I've got a reference that Krellin will get, but I can't say the reference because it's a super big spoiler. But when the reference comes, Krellin will get it. Also, Dahlia, if Dahlia is here, will also get it. And then also, there are a couple people like, and Ania will also get it. But nonetheless, there's a little bit of I've got a little Pathfinder reference that I will throw out there later. Thursday, Oberdin. We've done a lot on Oberdin. We're like at that snowball moment where we're catching up on a lot of things, and so that I'm very excited about. Well then, Krellin, I'm not going to tell you online because then I'd spoil it for other people. But I will tell you when it comes out. I will make sure I will say it on the Discord, so then you'll know. You'll know once it comes out. If it comes out, if it doesn't come out, I'll tell you anyway. But if it does come out, then I'll make sure that you know. Oberdin on Thursday, Saturday Outer Worlds, and then Sunday, i.e. not tomorrow, but in a week, I will have part 2 of Cthulhu Confidential with our amazing Algernon Bolden, and Marcus, Best Kind of Worst, made a little promo thing for us. So I'm very excited to be able to use that for the advertising. It's gonna be very good. Rufus has decided you're fascinating. Well, it's true. I am, especially to cats, but not like the musical Cats because that's different. However, Jellicle cats do all sorts of things. They go to Jellicle balls. I don't know if Rufus also goes to Jellicle balls. If he does, he probably does it when you don't know, because I feel like that's how the cats and cats roll. I feel like they do a lot of things without telling people. I mean, those are my thoughts. I mean, I may be wrong. So let's see. What are we gonna do? We're gonna play the Outer Worlds. Maybe. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I talked about the stream for the week. I feel like Cats is set in a post-apocalyptic world where mutant cats have taken over. That is probably true, actually. Yeah. He's not allowed out of the house, but we have to sleep sometime. That is true. What if he invites his friends over, and like all the cats come over to your apartment and have these Jellicle balls? That also sounds super dirty. I'm not even gonna say that. That's all. That just sounds bad. You know, I was thinking about you not allowing Rufus out of the house, and I was thinking about this article that I read. I'm gonna start the game about how cats are really, really bad over in Australia right now, in the aftermath of the big Australia fire, because cats are an invasive species. They're not native to Australia, and they are murdering all these animals weakened by the fire. These cats are all these outdoor cats are going up to 30 miles to find these burn scars where animals are a little bit less feeling well, and then they're just murdering them. They're just straight up murdering all these animals, and so apparently the cats are very problematic at the moment. So that's all I'm saying. I feel like there are all these other things I want to tell you, but I can't even remember what they are. Both of ours are indoors only. Oh, you know what I should tell you? I should tell you that my character, Jezza Carmichael, who is my character, is a bartender and a hacker. Sort of like a little punk rock, a little I hate you, Dad, a little naive, right? Thinks I think that he thinks he's Han Solo, is what I'm gonna say. That's it. Bartender, hacker, shotgun haver. Yes. So I would say that my character Jezza thinks he's Han Solo. But what is the reality of that? We don't even know. So this is here we are. Oh, Krellin. I should tell you something else because I feel like you're gonna want to know this. After I logged out the other day, You know how I put like a bunch of weapons, I think it was, or armor in my storage bin? I remember you saying, you won't need those now, you're going to get better ones later, so I picked them all back up and I broke them down. Turn around. Yes. I've turned around. And I'm seeing the unreliable. Hello, Apex Transport. And yes, I do. Right, the Apex Transport, welcome aboard, the unreliable. Triangulum Colony, 23 to 25. The ship seal. Yes. 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 Oh, you just think it's funny. We're gonna take. Hey, look, can we we'll select them both. And I've never had both of them in the party before, and this is the first time we're going to have them both with us, and this is our first time going into the Groundbreaker. So the spaceship is a Chevy Nova. Yeah, maybe, or the Pinto, the Pinto. I still can't believe you shut down the city even after Parvati advocated so strongly for them. Why do you hate Parvati? I don't hate Parvati, but like, she's super invested in that place, and my character is like, no, I'm a rebel, and so it's gonna shut it down, shut down the city, because my character's a rebel. You can't always, like, people are gonna say things, and you can be like, no. Also, oh my, I did take the pastor. Damn chaotics. Chaotic. My character is chaotic neutral, who probably thinks of themselves as chaotic good, but they're probably actually chaotic neutral. Hi.
Where are we headed?
We'll talk later. Oh, hey, hi.
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Well, I feel like we talked about all this, so we'll go. I think I talked Parvati into agreeing with me. Yeah, that feels good. She convinced me to save the town, and I'm glad she did. Hi, Jane Elson.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
Oh, thanks.
Mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
That sounds like a problem that I could help with. Well, maybe not me personally, but certainly at least Parvati might be able to help. Maybe. I bet she probably needs some parts. Oh, that would be theft. Yeah, no, my character is too chaotic. This character is like a chaotic neutral / chaotic good character who's like, no, damn the man. This is a chaotic character.
Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
It's true, you are in space, and like, you know. Oh, he's Vex.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any
What are you
better.
talking about?
You get two with me again, you little backbait brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
That's violence.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am.
Oh.
Move along.
I don't have time for this. Need a drink.
Corporate troops. So that seems like some drama. Hi, can I talk to you?
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Okay. Can I talk to you? Who are you? Hi, Felix. What happened?
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
You know, I noticed that you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Huh. He thinks he's good, but he's going to steal some guy's flying broom and then have a bit of a breakdown when the GM tells him you need to write chaotic neutral on your sheet now. I think that's true. Mardette is a position title, not a name. Oh, Mardette. I see. The board and the Mardettes all at once. Okay. All right. All right. Does the game... You know, I turned... Because everyone... Like, I keep adjusting the volume because I don't want to be too loud for people. I will get this person to talk and then we can see what it looks like. I'd like to hear... I heard you knock someone out with a tossball stick.
The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, all right? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan?
Okay. Slow down. What exactly did you do?
Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
So, oh wait, so is your boss? And that's when you resolve... no, I wouldn't say that. I'm just gonna say, oh boy. Maybe I will like Felix. But I wouldn't say that's when you resolve your differences like an adult, because I just feel like my character wouldn't say that, because I feel like my character is just a little bit too punk. So I'm gonna say, oh boy.
Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman.
Yeah.
And I'm just a back bay's dock worker.
Yeah. Jess is gonna like this person.
Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Yeah, I feel like, I feel like my character's gonna be like, yeah, punch the foreman in the face. I feel like that's how that character is. Also, tell me how you feel about the volume. He always tries to get a rise out of me, so I let him win by showing how much of a rise he got out of me. Levi, so true. All right, so let me turn up, because I knew that I had the volume lowered, because I know that people were like, it's too loud. So let me put it up here. I've just put it at 16. We'll see how we like it. Just, you know, we're here together. We're here together. And now you'll be his new boss, whom he will hit in the face if you say the wrong thing about a sports ball team. In the face. In the face. I'll just say, you got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do.
Oh.
Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock.
It's true.
Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
That's me, the captain of the Unreliable.
Captain of the Unreliable.
Thank
You're
you,
like
Sal.
something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
You know, I never caught your name. I'm Jezza Carmichael.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around, Felix.
See you around, boss.
Hey, that was nice. That was a pleasant conversation about. And here's the thing, I feel like beating people with toss balls, I feel like Felix and my vicar will get along. That's all I'm saying. And now you'll be his new better on the volume. Thank you. I bet he likes Zoe the Deserter too. Oh. Yeah. Although he thought she was too naive.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
No. Yeah, maybe I will. I mean, there's customs here, and I will certainly go to customs, but I just want to see what's shaken in the rooms. Like there's stuff here, and it doesn't look like anyone's looking at me, so I feel like I can steal them.
Quiet.
Okay, yeah, let's just take these things. I mean, they're just hanging out. Nobody even needs them. Right? That's what I'm saying. Just... You can bypass customs? Oh. Well, I'm gonna go to customs after I liberate these things that are just hanging out. Stogie Slims. We'll take those too. Think of, yeah. Oh, hi, person. Isn't that convenient that, hi. Oh, hello, Mardette. Title. Yeah, I'm glad, hello, Corporate Trooper.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Oh, I don't like you. Because my character doesn't. Hello, Stevedore. Going to customs doesn't sound like something your character would do. Well, you know, I'm gonna go to customs so I don't, like, get arrested, but I'm not gonna like it. And I'm probably gonna give them attitude while I'm at customs, just to show that, like, I don't care about your rules. uh, going to customs that sell. So yeah, I'm gonna, because you know you have to like be able to defeat our foes. But getting arrested does sound like something your character would do. That's true. Oh hey, I discovered a vending machine. Phineas Wells, dead or alive? Huh. This run right here, this poster, "Deserters in Our Midst," that is a copy of a World War I propaganda poster. And I'm just letting you know, this is very sort of like, yeah, I'm just saying, this place is creepy. Hello, Ring of Flare. I'm enjoying this game a ton, plus I can run around with an acid gun. You know, that's, oh, hey. Dead or alive? McCred, who are you? Is Jezza Carmuck really the kind to go through complicated parkour and acrobatics to avoid walking through the door with a big old sign above it? Listen, I asked my players 3 times if they wanted to do anything to prepare to go through customs last night. No one did anything, and then the Necromancer's portable hole filled with zombies was immediately discovered, and oh yeah. I had a story about that, actually, with the one TPK that I had in a group that I've only had one TPK. I've been GMing for years and years and years, and I've had player death, not player death, pardon me, that would be awkward. I've had PC death, but I've only had one TPK. Krellin notes out that complicated parkour and electro acrobatics is punk as fuck Sal. It's true. Wanted dead or alive, Captain Gunnar McRed for several counts of public intoxication, destruction of groundbreaker property, unpaid docking fees, and resisting arrest. That seems like a lot. Contact Commandant Sanita if you have any information concerning McRed's whereabouts. Failure to report a tip may result in imprisonment and a fine. Proof of kill required to collect reward. That seems really bad. He used these aren't my pants. Hi, Baron Tor. He used these aren't my... I really worry about some of the things that people are wanted dead for. For various crimes and violations of board policy, including any or all of the following: sedition, forgery, conspiracy, conspiracy to commit conspiracy, unlicensed medical practice, that's fair, destruction of board property.
That's quite the impressive list of infractions.
It's true. So my one TPK, one time, it all started poorly.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Okay, I'm, you know, you're not the boss of me. I'm just looking around first. Board approved, board sponsored. I'm just looking. You don't own me. I'm gonna look at the vending machine a little bit more. Ooh, hello. What do we got? We got Insta merch. I feel like I've got a lot of merch. I feel like I probably don't need to buy some of these things at all. But like elite trooper armor, it's fine. Bunch of things I can't afford. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Krellin says, I had a TPK that was the result of a series of extremely bad rolls, starting with the fighter failing his save against domination. Ooh. No, this was not the fault of a series of bad rolls, but the fault of a series of bad choices. Those players made a series of bad choices, and this is why I was bringing it up, because of customs. It started in the very beginning. They were spies for the U.S. government, and they had to go to Europe for a mission. And so they were going to fly over to Europe for this mission undercover. They were taking a regular commercial flight. And I said to them, do you want to take any weapons or body armor with you? And they were like, no, because we can't get weapons or body armor on a plane. And I was like, well, you can. Like, it was also like this game was early 90s. I was like, I mean, it is like you can't take it in carry on, but you could put it in the luggage. And they were like, oh, no, well, we don't want to, call any attention by having guns. So we're not going to have any guns. And I was like, or body armor. I was like, okay. So then they get to Europe, and I was like, so you're in Europe. Are you going to pick up some guns or any kind of weapons or body armor from like a contact or something? They're like, no. We don't want to seem suspicious. And I was like, okay. So then they start antagonizing people with guns and body armor, and it just went really badly for them. And they also split up in ways that were like super dumb. And then they also made really poor choices that like, it wasn't like the party was not killed all at once. It wasn't like they were all in a room together and they got killed. It was more like each one would individually not tell the other party members what they were doing, and then find the big bad and say, hey, big bad, what are you doing? And the big bad would be like, oh, nothing. Why don't we go into this alley? And the PC would be like, sure, I'll go into the alley with you and not tell anyone where I am. And then like the PC pulls out a gun on you in the middle of the alley, and the player's like, I'm gonna play it off. Like, like what's going on? And then I'm like, okay, the big bad's going to shoot you now? Anyway, it was super bad. It was really, really bad. That's all. Yeah, I do not know why the spies would not acquire weapons for this it was an extraction mission, and they knew there'd be some danger, and they didn't, I was like, well, and they just kept making these choices. And like one of the characters decided to seduce someone that had been following them, but not tell anybody and be alone. Like there was a lot of choices.
Identification, please.
Oh. Yeah, no, they were just super dumb. They were super, super dumb, Ring of Fire. They just kept making really bad decisions, and there were so many choices. Like this one's like, I'm gonna go and seduce this person who's been following me, and I'm like, okay. He says, let's go up to this room in private where there are no witnesses. Okay. He says you should take off your clothes while I keep my clothes on first. Okay. He pulls out a gun. Oh, do you want to, like, I don't know, run for cover or something? No, it'll be fine. Then there was shooting. Then it wasn't fine. Like, one person followed the big bad but didn't tell anybody. One person tried to seduce the person that was following them. Didn't tell anybody. One person, it was so many bad choices. And then, like, all the time, hey, Kulan, also, they were being followed, and they ditched they're being followed by assassins who are trying to kill them, but nobody knew they were in the country. Like, so, okay, hold on. So they go into the country because they're trying, so what happens was, this guy's got good hair. I'm playing this game like I play my D&D characters. I want the most powerful weapons to myself, but never use them because I go the charisma route. That would also work. They were not going that route though. So the whole point is that they were given a mission to go to this country to extract someone who wanted to defect, a spy for the other side, like a Russian spy who had all this dirt on people, like had lots of dirt, was like a really big important Russian spy and wanted to defect. But they specifically chose not to defect to the CIA in the country where they were stationed. They contacted Washington directly and said, I want to defect to you all in Washington and not to the people here. And so the players are sent out to go and pick up this person that's defecting. When they arrive at the rendezvous point, there's clearly been some kind of altercation. Like the person they were sort of supposed to pick up is no longer there, and there's clearly been some sort of fight. So they're like, oh, that's weird. So, yeah, the person did actually honey trap themselves. It was really bad. So what they did is they go to the head of the CIA station, like the CIA sort of the secret CIA station, covert station leader in this country, and they're like, hey, we're CIA guys from Washington. We're here to pick up this spy who's defecting. And the station chief is like, what? Oh, I didn't hear anything about this. I also didn't know you were coming. That's so weird. And they have this kind of discussion, and the minute after they talk to the station chief, assassins start trying to chase them and murder them. They lose their tail. They're safe. They move to a new hotel. They go back to the station chief and they're like, hey, someone just tried to kill us. And the station chief is like, that is so weird and disturbing. I'm very upset about this. Where are you staying right now? And they're like, oh, we're staying at this hotel. And he's like, great. They go back to the hotel, and that's where the assassin who got the self honey trap happens, and then more assassins. And every time they tell the station chief where they are, assassins keep trying to get them. It's pretty weird. They never pick up on it. Anyway, they all die. They all die. They all die. And I will say, in their defense, they had mostly played D&D and were not used to, I don't know, having to be, yeah, they were like really bad. They were super bad. But here's the thing, I will tell you this. After that, they all died. It was really bad. I did not want them all to die, but they're just like, I just walk over to the villain and I just say like, hey villain, here's my, like, I have information. Like, it was just so bad. So what ended up happening was that they all died. All of the PCs died, because the station chief was the bad guy, right? Because the station chief was a double agent, and the spy that was defecting knew that and was going to give the station chief up. So the station chief had to try to find the defecting spy and kill them before the jig was up. Obviously, like, sounds like you don't say, like, that was it. But after that, I was like, well, okay, you all died. But the players were like, you know what? We really want to keep playing. This was really fun. They'd never played an espionage game before. They'd never played a GURPS game before. And they mostly just played D&D, but they were actually really excited about it. And they said, we want to keep playing. And I was like, okay, you need to make new characters. I want you to make a new team of spies who are going to have to come in and like clean up the mess that happened and investigate what was going on. So they made new spies. And you know what happened? They never died after that. That's actually not true. There was one death, but that was also not my fault. That was PC versus PC kill. There was one PC killed another PC. But other than that, they were amazing. They realized that actually they should probably get communication devices so they can talk to each other. They should probably also have, like, they were amazing. After that one TPK, they were on it. I gave them much, like, because that mission, that first one was a kind of an easy mission. It wasn't that difficult. It should not have been. But after that, I gave them really difficult missions where they had to infiltrate places and all sorts of stuff, and they were so good. That one TPK made them realize they had to take it a lot more seriously, and they were phenomenal after that TPK. I played that espionage campaign for like another 2 years, and other than that one PC versus PC kill, they were phenomenal. So I will just say, people are like, oh no, a TPK will ruin everything. That one TPK was probably the best thing that happened to that group of players ever. It was amazing. They made, oh my gosh. He's the authority. We all know that authority. Yeah, Sal, that was a thing. They're like, oh, it was so bad. I'm glad they weren't put off by TPK. That seems to happen a lot, unfortunately. It's true. Yeah, so there's a reason there's equipment in the game rules like weapon and armors and comms. Yeah, weird, right? And I realize that we're talking to this Leonard Wheeler, but I want to tell you about this amazing thing they did that was like, I was so proud of them. They had to assassinate somebody. That was one of their jobs. They had to assassinate someone. There was like a spy, and they had to assassinate the spy was their mission. And the spy is very well protected, and the spy was on their way from point A to point B, and point B was like a very well guarded base, and they needed to kill that spy before the spy got to the base. And I was like, I don't actually know how they're going to do this, right? Especially after that disaster. And they're like, okay. So they went and they did some good research. They found out what transportation the spy was taking. They found out the spy was taking a plane, which is not great for assassinations, but the plane had a layover in a kind of a small airport in the Ukraine. And so they're like, okay. So what they did was they got to that airport ahead of time. It was amazing. They got to the airport ahead of time. They set themselves all up in this airport. And the woman who, there was a female PC, and she's talking to the spy, right? And she knocks her drink over onto the spy accidentally. The spy's ticked off. The spy goes to the bathroom to sort of clear out, to like wash off their clothes, leaving their guard retinue. So like, when the guard comes in, the guards come and like walk them to the bathroom. The spy goes into the bathroom. Inside the bathroom stall is one of the other PCs, who shoots the person in the back of the head with a silenced pistol, then hides the body in the stall. Then they do a thing where like one of them is sort of dressed as a janitor, puts up distracts the guards, puts up the sign. There's they sort of like fake out. The person who was in the bathroom is now dressed as dresses as the thing, sort of walks out, distracts the people. The janitor comes, puts the out of order sign. Anyway, they kill the spy through this huge amazingness, and I was like, wow, you're amazing. And it was very good. It was this amazing. They do this great. They did a great disguise thing. They had a thing going on. And they were out of the airport before anybody knew what happened. It was amazing, and I was so proud of them. And I was like, okay, I can give you really but they used a silenced gun in the back of the head, and like they had like a distraction happening on the outside, so nobody noticed. They had done a good job of making sure that yeah, it was like an episode of Leverage, and I was like, that's amazing, good for you. But yeah, no, they had a distraction going on outside when the murder happened, where one of the characters was acting like a drunk belligerent and sort of getting into a fight with somebody else, and so there was like this loud hullabaloo on the outside. Nobody heard the gunshot. It was and Leverage was such a good show. It was really good, and that was this moment where, because I think a lot of GMs, I don't know, okay, not all GMs of course, but a lot of GMs want to try to avoid the TPK. They're like, oh, I don't want a total party kill. That would be terrible. And I don't want it to happen. Like, that's not what I want to happen in life. But if it happens, it happens. And you always worry, like, oh, if you get a TPK, will that end everything? And it didn't. And it was really good. It was really good. I'm going to present this ID.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance.
Why?
I'm about to ruin your day.
Why?
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until
What?
such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Why?
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
What did I do?
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
Well, okay. How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it.
Any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way.
Oh.
I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much.
Oh.
The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Well, this has gotta be a mistake.
Not gonna lie, you're in a pickle. But Udom's an interesting guy. Might be y'all could come to accords if you play your cards right. Huh. Records show this ain't the first time your ship's been impounded.
Really?
Seems to get cleared up pretty quick. You might not be in this pickle for long. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it.
Much appreciated.
I like this guy's
anything else I can help you with?
face and animations. Like, it's good. You mean aside from taking the power from a board on town? I mean, okay, I did also do that. But I mean, I don't know if there's evidence that I did that. I mean, there probably is. Yeah, that's probably what happened. You've seen the name Udom Bedford before. I have. Like, Udom Bedford, isn't Udom Bedford like the pal that What's-His-Face needs, right? Wait till you see the next 2 NPCs. Isn't Udom the person that the vicar wants to meet? So like, also, right? Yes? So what can you tell me about Udom Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Oh no! Udom is the one who's been exchanging the email. Oh, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yes. He's the one we've been exchanging emails with. Oh, well, So, wait. I mean, how many people watched you go to their generator in town and then leaving with it? Probably a lot of people. So here's the thing. Clearly, Udom wants my attention, and so he keeps impounding my ship so I talk to him, which is sketch, people. Sketch. There's tension between Groundbreaker and the board. Let's get detailed.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they got to depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Interesting. Also, I should probably just use my grenade launcher more. I should try that. The town leader very clearly knew you did. Okay, that's true. Probably because I threatened him right before I took it. So it's entirely possible that some people know that I did that. And maybe they told someone. I mean, I feel like, Shiva, you probably have a point. Yeah. I'm gonna say, okay. I personally would say sounds complicated because that's a little bit neutral, but I think Jezza Carmichael would be like, I'm glad it terrifies them, the bastards. Keep pushing them, because I just feel like he'd say that.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces.
That's fair.
Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
Of course they would.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway.
So the board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port.
We'll stick like
Aside
that.
from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Oh, thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
So, I have a question. I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Oh, okay. Well, I also am looking for a drink. Any recommendations?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security.
Thank
There's
you.
a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Thank you.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Also, can I find a job around here just in case? I feel like I might need money.
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Okay. So I have some questions. How does Halcyon Holdings work anyway? I feel like I need to know things about this place.
Are you pulling my leg?
I just want to hear your take on it.
Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board.
So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably.
Huh.
Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
So how does the Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
Got it.
Glad to help.
So, what do you know about Sublight Salvage? Because I feel like I need some lore dump. Give me some lore dump.
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps.
Really?
I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished.
Well, that's creepy.
They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Okay. I didn't think there were that many independent operators in this system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
Interesting. I am looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
How about something long-term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time.
Okay.
Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited.
Oh.
Or go to a fellow crew member's kid.
Interesting.
Keep it in the family, you know.
Okay, well, that's all I need to know about work.
All right.
So I'll see you around.
Be seeing you.
I like this guy. Well, I think Jezza likes this guy because Jezza's like, he turned down promotions? Yeah. Because I feel like that's the way he is. So, there's some Mardets hanging out. Oh, there's a workbench. Some freight crew. But let's talk to security. Hi, security. Yeah. Hi.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
But I'm not in your office. I'm in front of the screen that is where you interface with the public. So I'm interested in that Mac Red bounty. Where can I find him?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Okay. Why don't you send in Mardet to apprehend him?
Oh, I will. Soon as the chief approves the personnel reorg required for a bounty dispatch. So, in about 3 to 7 weeks.
Oh. Hey, you know what? I'll think about it.
Suit yourself. Not everyone's cut out for detective work
Hey,
and so forth.
Wait.
I understand.
Wait, are you saying that I can't do it?
Come to take the bounty posting?
Hervati is easily becoming one of my favorite companions. I like her so much so far. So here's the thing.
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want
Jessa's
the reward? Do the legwork.
Jessa's gonna have to take the posting now because she implied that he couldn't do the detective work, and he's like, I can totally do the detective work. You can't. Yeah. I'm gonna be shamed into doing it because I totally feel like he'd be like, oh no, I can do it. So yeah, he's gonna take
You
it.
and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Yeah, I just want you to know that reverse psychology would totally have worked on my character because my character is that way. I couldn't help but notice the bounty posting on Phineas Wells.
The outlaw scientist fella, right.
Yeah, he was
Board's
totally
had
reverse
it out for him
psychologized.
for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his location, Udon Bedford would surely like to hear it.
Well, is this Wells fellow a famous criminal or something?
To the board, yeah. You've read his wanted poster.
Hmm.
Whole list of things to get their unders in a wad. But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to keep the peace is all.
Interesting. So, what's it like working security detail on a space station? What's it like?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend?
No?
While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Oh, okay. Hey, all right. I was just trying to make conversation.
I'm not here for a chat.
Okay.
Now get moving before I see you moved.
Okay, but what's a Mardet?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the
It
crossing,
is illegal to
you
waste
know.
company time. Oh, so why Mardet and not guard or officer?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say.
Oh.
Guess it stuck.
Cool. What bounties besides those two? Do you have any
Still
others?
waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed.
Okay.
That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment.
These people are not company. Yeah, no, right? But we'll have to buy them a drink later. Thanks, Captain Sunita. Hi, Private Lee Flores. How are you?
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before.
Hi.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
I'm just getting my bearings. What do you do here?
This is the security desk, sir. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sunita.
No,
I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Really? Why can't you take incident reports? This sounds like a story. He is handsome.
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
Okay, that's fair. I bet you've got... No, I shouldn't... I feel like there are some things I should not ask. Like, I want to ask, I bet you've got seized contraband from all over the system locked up back there, but I feel like that's super suspicious. I feel like you just don't ask those kinds of questions. Although, I bet Jessa does.
Sure. And stuff from outside the system, too.
He should be a
Off
male
the,
model.
Interstellar freighters. That's why we also have so many armed Mardettes on duty here.
What if some of that contraband's mine? I'm here to claim it is not a thing I would say. Do you do, I don't know, tours or something?
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, that's not, we just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sanita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something.
Interesting. Sal asks, seriously, is that what handsome looks like? Well, I mean, handsome is subjective, right? I mean, there are different people who will, different people have different ideas of what handsome looks like. Some people will find this fellow handsome, some people will not. But yeah, as Levi says, there are lots of different, he's pretty handsome, but there are lots of different kinds of handsome and a lot of different kinds of pretty, etc. The guard has no time to gossip. Jezza, moments later, guard, and that's my life story. Any other questions? Yeah. So she doesn't have time to gossip, but he has time to gossip. So basically, he's got sort of a good jawline. He's got a symmetrical face. Got a good haircut. Right. I mean, like he sort of fits within a range of handsome. There might be people who might want somebody who's more rugged or more pretty, but I think it's his eyes. I would say his eyes and his haircut make him look a little bit less generic. But as Levi points out, generically handsome is also a category. That is true. Oh, you know what? I can persuade him. Let's do a persuade.
All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
Me? Being shady? That is so unlikely. I mean,
what can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Chief Tennyson?
Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Does a real great job of it, too. Her family's worked on it for, gosh, since it was built, I think. Back before the crossing.
What's she like? Is she a good boss?
Good as she can be, I guess. What with all the troubles Groundbreaker's facing. She could stand to lighten up, I suppose. But she tries her best to do right by folks, and that's what matters.
Leading a ship the size of the Groundbreaker must be a challenge.
Sure is, but she makes it look easy. She's real competent, our chief, even if she ain't real friendly.
Interesting. I could use some work. I just want to ask if you've got work. Do you have any pointers?
Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage.
I don't know about them.
They got an office on the far end of the promenade.
I don't know about them.
Anything else I can help you with, mister?
Yeah, what can you tell me about Sublight Salvage? They seem sketchy.
They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for her. I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business, if you catch my meaning.
Yeah, no, I'm going to need you to explain that. Could you explain that?
Let's say there's been times when I heard somebody needed a thing.
Right.
And somebody else had such a thing, but they weren't inclined to sell. Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly found theirs missing, and the one who needed got one. If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck.
I see.
Case closed.
So I'm wondering if him getting Ms. wrong ties in with his problems with filing. Probably. So they're criminals, but they have an office in your promenade deck.
If anybody could prove them criminals, the board would have put their foot down a long time past. They always got, what do they call it? Deniability? Something gets nicked or someone turns up dead. Sublight says, hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility. But everyone knows what they're doing, top to bottom.
Are they working against the Halcyon board?
Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need something the board ain't inclined to sell, you might look to Sublight to get it. You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that money gets passed on to their contractors, so in the end, it's still business.
You must admit, there is a beauty to the order of it. Everything operates within the constraints of the grand plan, even organized crime.
People do what they gotta to get by.
So they're organized crime.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
No, we're
Gets a mite boring at this desk.
no,
you
it's
know.
fine. We
Then
can
I
hang
get to
out.
chatting too much, and Commandant Sonia's got to reprimand me again. And oops, doing it again.
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Captain's real understanding.
Totally.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to folks drone on about their pointless, depressing lives.
Oh, Vicar.
Awful generous of you.
Oh, Vicar.
Listening to me like this.
No, of course, but also, might I ask you a couple more questions?
That's what I'm here for, sir.
Sure. So a lot of freighters come through the station, right? It must keep you busy.
Less than there used to be. Fewer freighters passing through these days.
Yeah, Vicar
I
Max is
spend
kind of a
some
jerk.
shifts just listening to the wireless.
So, did you hear anything good over the comms? Tell me.
There's been a whole heap of good advertisements lately. Sometimes I tune in just for those.
Oh. Well, I'll see you later. But I think he's opened the door for me.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
That's suspicious.
Seriously, there was a lot of static at first.
But I think we're in, so this is restricted access.
Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
But I think we're allowed in, right? Can we just get in there? Wait. I feel like he said we can... He said that we could take a tour, right? Let's just save in case we all die. Ooh. I'm sure Trooper's going to swap out Vicar Max for one of his other companions when they show up. And yes, you can go in. Because he said that we could get in there. So I'm not going to talk to her, though, because it would be funny to be like, hey, how you doing? And she'd like, get out. But so let's not do that. But let's just, take a tour. You're on a computer. Interesting. Hi. Hello, Mardette. Oh, look at all the stuff that's in here. There's a lot of stuff in here that I feel like... Ooh, hello. Let's, I'm gonna just look at all the other doors first. If it's gray instead of red, it's fine. Okay. That toilet doesn't look great. These prisons don't look fun at all. Like, what's in here?
There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest.
Okay. Sure. You should close the door to the evidence room and then clean her out. No, by the way, that is totally what Jez would do. Jez would be like, oh, it's an evidence room. I feel like I should just take all of this stuff. I feel like Krellin knows Jezza already. Eject docking records data cartridge. Nice. Confiscated goods. What do we have here? Detained a freelancer who was cagey about his business, confiscated his personal belongings while he waited for questioning. Modified pistol, hatchet, metal loop, prayer beads, locked container. He fled before we could get down to it, left his things behind. They're stored in back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which is likely never. Oh, so does that mean it's for me? Fun is a prison's primary purpose. Security logs. Sublight put a bid on one of our impounds. Generous one, too. Negotiate for the usual finder's fee and then give Leah her salvage. Brawl at the Lost Hope. Freelancers versus board. Freelancers won. Arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne's ship impounded by order of Udom Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that board snake. You ate too much dinner. I have not eaten enough dinner. A guy from the back bays roughed up the Moon Kid. Raving mad, warned me that the moon was going to bring about the end times. Who's flying high in whatever Mech Red grows down there. Got a sworn testimony that Mech Red was spotted in at the Rest and Go. Not that anyone will corroborate it. Reminder to keep an eye on Gladys.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Sure. Hi, friends. So, let's... you got it. That's very cool. I will give it to you, but I just want to, come here to the evidence locker room. Come on in if you like. That's fine. Come all the way in because I'm going to close the door. Thank you. Just going to close this door. Atomica! Atomica, right now we're in the evidence locker where we're going to just close all the doors so that people don't see what we're doing, and then we're going to steal all of the things. Oh, I found an ID cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. What? Also, I didn't even look what the cartridge was, but I'm excited because, I mean, I think you know why. Oh, really? Did it back up? Oh, it did. Thank you, Sal. Oh, hi, how are you? Don't mind us. We're just gonna close this door. We like privacy. When we steal things? Big gay commit crimes. So, you know, I'm just hanging out here, in this evidence locker. Look, here's the thing. Krellin is correct. Oh, Mardet ID cartridge. Let's take that too. The thing is that this is the man, and the man doesn't need all this stuff. Is Jessa gay? I haven't decided what Jessa's sexuality is yet. I have to think about that. He might just also be a fan of crimes. He's super a fan of crimes. That is so true about him. Well, I'm not, it's in my bag. Oh, hi. Why is our door open again? Oh, hi. Hey, how are you? How's it going? Close the door. Why is it open again? No, I want to close the door. Okay, if you hear the door open, let me know. I never noticed any romance options for the main character in the game, but may have just avoided them accidentally. Yeah, I feel like that's what's going on. The dude is totally trying to catch me, which I don't appreciate that. I just heard him. I was like, oh! There is no romance in this game. It's Obsidian. Oh, that's interesting. Is Obsidian less on the romance? Interesting. Was there romance in KOTOR 2? Except again for Parvati subplot. Chris, let's just take this hoop. I don't know what it does, but we should have it. Chris, I hate romance. Avalon doesn't work for them anymore, but Obsidian isn't known for romance. We're gonna just take quickly all of the things. Just all of it. Because I feel like they don't need this stuff. Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, how are you? It's just hanging out. There was romance in KOTOR, but it was probably enforced from above. I'm trying to remember who I romanced, if I romanced anyone in KOTOR 2. I think it's very convenient he doesn't notice that I've just stolen things. Which is, there's nothing wrong with having romance, though it's a nice touch if done right. This game dips its toe into it and did well with it. Oh. Boy, you martyrs don't keep a lot of evidence in here, huh? Oh, that's right, Handmaiden Disciple. Thank you, Krellin, thank you. It's like, that is correct. Real quick, just...
Great work.
Thanks. I appreciate that the vicar likes my handiwork. So, I'm just gonna leave now. Just gonna head out. You know, that's it. The crime system's weird in this game. So, hi.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage
You already
crew.
knew that, though.
Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Interesting. It's the same crime system as Elder Scrolls. If they don't see you criming, it's not a crime. Except no one recognizes stolen goods. In Morrowind, they would, right? If you try to sell somebody their stolen goods, yeah, I feel like in the Elder Scrolls you can't sell. If you try to sell things you stole from them to them, they're going to figure it out and get you. Like, if you pick a door while nobody's looking, you can walk right through the now unlocked door while the guards are staring at you. Thanks for the unguided tour. You know, you hesitated there, Vicar. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
Seems awfully convenient, Vicar.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Yes, Krellin, that was it, and that always bugged me. It always bugged me in the Elder Scrolls if I stole something in one whole town way over there that I then can't sell it without getting in trouble in some other town way over there. Like, you didn't know, like, how do you know that this apple I stole is like a stolen apple? You don't know. Like, why do you know? That's all. I just feel like that was frustrating. Wasn't there a bug at one point in TS where your horse would turn you in for crimes? Maybe? My brother sent me a card and it says, dirt you cannot see is clean. The Elder Scrolls has changed a bit. In Morrowind, only the vendor you stole it from wouldn't buy it. That's right. I feel like that was the case in Morrowind. But then in Oblivion, it was a general tag. But I don't remember. All right, so we did some missioning. Let's see what we have here. Hello, Mardat. How are you? So, let's look, there's a Mardat ID cartridge. I feel like nobody's looking at me. Just picked it up. That's fine. Okay, that guy was looking at me. Let's just see, there's some freighter crews. I would steal these things, but they're right there, and I feel like that is not smart. But let's just see what's out here. You know. Oh, this we're going to take everything. You could try to sell the vendor you stole it from. The game wouldn't display the tag for you to see. And if you did, the vendor would take it, give you no money, and either attack you, call the guards, and refuse to do business with you ever again. So rude. Hello, folks? All right. What's in here? Hey, look at this.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
What's up?
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch.
I feel like I need to go to Monarch.
Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed.
I feel like I totally need to go to Monarch.
The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hardworking citizens.
I feel like I need to go to Monarch.
This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
I feel like Monarch sounds super fun. Also, there are people sleeping here. I bet they share their bunks. Hello, is it a shift change? How are you all? Also, what is this? Ooh, purple berry. Oh, yeah, I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to steal any of these people's things right now. And I don't need to steal from these random stevedores. It's fine. I'm gonna leave. So, here we are. Everything is great. Let's go through this door. Shall we? I feel like we've got... Oh, wow. Wow.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
1% more crunch.
Wow. Well, this is very exciting. Now, Sal, didn't you just murder everybody here? Like, everybody? You decided to go on a...
Do you know what's happening on Terra 1?
No.
Last I heard, the board was in dispute with a renegade company. Sounded dire. The
call it Monarch now.
Oh.
Supposed to be a real hellhole. Warlords drumming up marauder squads, blood running in the streets, all kinds of shit.
But like, what if it's awesome?
So it went about as well as everybody expected.
Yep, complete fucking fiasco.
But what if that's not true? What if it's just really a cool place? It's not canon. I made a hard save before. It was me experimenting with the constraints of the game. All right, not canon. I'll take it. So, I feel like I should probably just check out my journal because I think I've got. Oh, I should speak to Gladys, and Udom Bedford, but also I've got some side quests and some companion quests. I could speak to this Lilia Hagen, and I don't know how I feel about it. I should track down Reginald Cheney, which is Monarch, so that's later. We should talk to Junlei. I should go to the sick bay. And, you know what? I'm going to just do that first. Because... Look, I'm going to just do that first because I imagine it probably can't be that far away. And I just want to get... What's in here? Sorry, I'm going to squirrel on this one.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Oh. After killing everyone, you can use Udom's terminal to lift... Oh. What is this? Oh, hi.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
What happened?
Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage.
Weird.
You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
No, I don't like Halcyon.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go.
Oh, hey.
We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
No, that's fine. How's life on the Groundbreaker? I'm going to get into the Gladys thing, but I just want to ask, how's that going?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
Wait, Sal just pointed out something to me, that if I raise my sneak score enough, I can pickpocket people. And that feels like a really important thing to do. I mean, a little bit of pickpocketing seems healthy to keep people on their toes. Also, I feel like Jezza's like, yeah. So I feel like maybe I need to work on that. So, how does the ground... We'll go directly. You mentioned Sublight?
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Interesting. Really, it's your duty as a good person to make sure people are aware there may be pickpockets about. That's true. And also sometimes, here's the other thing about pickpocketing that I think this is like, a thing that should be out there, that sometimes people put things in their pockets, but not in a sort of evenly distributed way. Like if you put your wallet in your back pocket, that's actually really, really bad for your spine. So I feel like a little bit of pickpocketing is probably just a way to help people's spine stay in alignment. It's just trying to be helpful, I think, really. How does the Groundbreaker keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak. Same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Oh, we should probably keep that from happening. That is maybe the most sociopathic argument I've ever heard. Here's the thing about pickpocketing. Fagin would like you to pick a pocket or two. It's true. Fagin would. And I'm just, look, it's really about trying to take care of people's, like, you're saving them money in the long run by pickpocketing them, because if you didn't pickpocket them, they'd have bad spinal alignment, they'd have back pain, they'd be in pain and suffering, and they'd have to pay money for a chiropractor. Or you could just, steal the things from their pockets. That's all. Do you do business with the Promenade merchants? Promenade?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Oh, that's weird. Sal says, redistribute the wealth. We redistribute the wealth even. Keep the economy going. Good health. Yeah, right? It's just, I'm looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
Okay, thanks. Thank you very much. I'm going to... Right behind me, second on the left, or the right. I have questions about all this. First off, this place is kind of trashy. Yeah, I thought it was the one with the inconspicuous guard too. I was like, that seems to be the one. Speaking of which, I feel like maybe I should have a shotgun. Yeah, I feel like that's the obvious one, but like, what if that's not the one? No, I want to just change my weapon. Is it that one? Yeah. Oh, you know what? I don't... Yeah. Okay. So before we go in there, what's in here? Hey, look, it's a dirty, nasty bathroom. Oh, speaking of dirty, nasty bathrooms, do you know, I just want to sort of point out, sprats. Jack Sprat could eat no sprats. So just for the record, I just want to put it out there. Silent Hill has some of the nastiest bathrooms. That's not what I wanted to do. Like, if there's a video game full of nasty bathrooms, it is Silent Hill. Hi, Fighter Crew. I'm just gonna see what's up over here and pick up some things that were just waiting for me. Just presents. Pest control. So I figure it's the one with the big guard, but let's just let's visit people's homes. What about Viscera cleanup detail though? That game, oh my gosh. Some super nasty bathrooms. Oh. Pay to view movies, pay to view serials, access guest sections. Let's just do that. From Veritas, subject be careful. From Veritas, subject space from Rizzo. Let's read these messages. I'm just telling you, Silent Hill is always full of the grossest bathrooms and the grossest toilets, and you always have to like put your hand in the toilet to get something, always. From Rizzo PR, 2G McRed, please stop. Mr. McRed, we have reviewed a proposal for the 10th time and do not agree that galactic mushroom is an acceptable flavor for a Rizzo beverage. Even if we were to pursue the idea, the samples you sent us were dangerously hallucinogenic. The unopened package alone caused mayhem in our receiving bay. Please don't reach out to us again. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, from Veritas to Iceman, subject space for the ISCC. Icy, it's been a while since I heard from you. You're on that long haul out to Dashkova right now. Hope it goes well. I got a space for you and yours to meet when you get back. It's just a storage room, but it's quiet, and it's safer than the bar. Should be able to accommodate most of your folks. No fees or anything, just let me buy you a beer. From Veritas to Iceman. One of you bees, Udom, what's his face, Squealers, Bedford, came asking after you. Wanted to know what you like to drink, who you talk to, what your temperament's like. Try to pay me off. I took the bits and told her a pack of lies. Watch your back when you get in. Don't want to find you at the waste disposal chute. What do you think that's all about? Pay to view is restricted to diamond level guests, but feel free to peruse our catalog. Entertainment cartridges are available for rent at the main desk. They are currently 0 in stock. My Big Canid Friend, Nanner Spank 7, Primal Affections. Let's find out about these films. Synopsis. This is My Big Canid Friend. A lab-grown giant canid goes on an adorable rampage, leading a family of scientists on a wild chase across Emerald Vale. Spending the holiday away from home proves to be a chore, but the family soon realizes that true friends are the monsters you meet along the way. Rated FSR 11 for fun time, simulated rampage, and body count 11. Now, Nanner Spank 7, Primal Affections, I'm sure is, fine. Synopsis. Raised by wilderness primals, one man will leave the jungle he knows to explore the one he doesn't. Keystone. He came for Nanner Spank, but he stayed for love. Can a young corporate executive collar this creature, or will she awaken the beast within? Rated PAC&S for passion, anthropoid, and consensual nanner spanking. And we have some cereals. They're restricted to diamond level guests, which I'm not, but feel free to peruse our catalog. Entertainment cartridges are available for rent at the main desk. So we have Baking with Edna. Synopsis. In this time-honored culinary classic, Chef Edna gives valuable life lessons while she cooks from the Book of Approved Cakes. Learn to maintain a structured kitchen, obey your head chef, achieve a good sponge, and obey your sous chef. Edna is the boss in her kitchen. Now she can be the boss in yours. Ooh, hey, Sea Spider. Nanner Spank isn't even half as lewd as you think it is. It probably is totally unlewd. I wonder what the body count rating is for Baking with Edna. I wonder too. Space Hospital, that's probably a good one. Synopsis. If the walls of Orbital Hospital could talk, they'd shriek with terror. These doctors have seen it all. 0G cyst lancing, extraterrestrial teratoma. Next, on a very special episode, in order to trap a chem thief, Dr. Margrave must become a serial arsonist. Don't forget to see Space Hospital Nights for steamy suspense. I should watch that a lot. I think Edna's lovely. This is for Broderick's Brood. An ordinary colony family daydreams of the extraordinary. While Lucia works in the factory canning processed borscht, her ham-handed husband cooks up schemes to land her a big promotion. Will that lovable fool ever learn to be satisfied with what he has? Broderick's Brood is a testament to the less is success family lifestyle. Ouch. Sorry I haven't been too distracted with Fallout in space. I mean, Outer Worlds. It is distracting. I accept it. Edna's is the one that's actually porn. Now that is hilarious. Hello, freighter crew. I just wanted to talk to you and not wanted to shoot you.
Pay me to visit Monarch. I'd probably get my face eaten off.
I feel like Monarch's probably awesome. And I clearly need to go there. Yeah, what is the body count rating? So, I also think we have a bad guy who's hanging out here that I would like to chat with. She might be. I'm gonna open up this door. Hello, friends. I want to talk to you. Oh, God, that's my gun. Like, I don't want to just shoot the people. Hi, who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room?
No.
I'll just move along.
No, it's fine.
Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
You should not put your underwear on the floor. You know what? I'm going to leave you in your room, and I'm not going to steal anything from you because you seem depressed. So, there's a... let's take these things. I just feel like we should... This place looks awful. I suppose it is his room, and he can put his underwear wherever he wants, but he had guests. Yeah, as a guest, I did break in. By the way, I have a flamethrower now, so yeah. Oh, maybe that's also I'm not stealing, and maybe I'm just tidying up. Hi. Hello, Gladys. Spacer. I'm gonna talk to you, Gladys. Hi.
Bless my heart.
A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door.
Are you dangerous?
You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are?
No.
Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Ring of Fire, give me a pro tip. Please go ahead. Also, let's just see what you have for sale.
Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Yeah, she's super dangerous. Can I sell junk? I have no junk to sell, so I feel like we're good. Is there anything interesting to buy? Gladys is such an old lady name. Or, you know, I wonder if Gladys will become popular again as a name, you know? Oh, I can buy a pretty pistol. Nothing I can afford right now, apparently. Why can't I afford it? Oh, it's restricted, and I cannot buy restricted stock. Interesting. She will, like, it's like she'll apologize when she kills you. No names, just, yeah, I'm sorry, dear, it's just business. So what is this? Data cartridge. Oh, hey, wait, there's some interesting stuff in here. But it's not a $2 pistol, so it ain't that hot. Oh, hey, look at that. Salvagers, this is a kind of this is a sweet pistol. And I do have the money for it. So I could afford it. If you have weapons you really like but don't want to replace, just go to a workbench and use bits to tinker. Oh, I've upgraded weapons already. They'll go up a level and you can upgrade them to 5 levels above your own. It's not a permanent solution, but lets you keep cool weapons a bit longer. I've upgraded a little bit already, so that's good. I imagine if she's distant for Joey and Gladys, that would be worrisome. If you buy data cartridges, they can lead you to science weapon hints. So look, there's some things here that seem interesting that maybe I could just buy. Right? Look, I'm gonna buy this pistol because I feel like Jez is a pistol type person. And then I'm also gonna buy these data pads. The old data pad contains incident reports from various Mardet security patrols. Most are details of simple finds and dust-ups between the crews of Wildcat freighters and corporate haulers. 2 entries have been marked for later review. If you get enough science, there's a cost cap on tinkering with the science weapons. Oh, that's cool. August 7, 2344, reported to a code ID 10T, that's an idiot, we used to do that in the Army, at the Lost Hope. Vera asked us to bounce some Back Bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum Red. Drunken fool got into a scuffle with one of the Engineer Tennyson's people. We tossed the rung leech back down to the bays. Asshole fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. If this is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt, I'm complaining to Sunita. It's a Spacer's Choice gun, though, so it breaks down roughly as quickly as a 1-ply dropped in the toilet. October 30, 2344, had another rung-in with the rung leech from the Lost Hope. Don't know how the uppity piker crawled out of the back bays without us noticing. Locked himself into the repair bay off of docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some shit while we were trying to talk him out. Had to break off when our shift ended. Hullhead's gotta come out eventually. So we should go there. Like, there are clearly places we should go, and I'll just take these. I just bought some stuff. They cut corners so you don't have to. Oh, I did want to talk more to you, actually.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
No, actually, Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction.
Oh, well.
Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port.
Oh.
We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the 1 nav key. And they're hard to come by these days.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Okay, so this comment here, no one's ever found my bits lacking, is hilarious, and I want to say it so bad, but I'm afraid that if I say it, then I won't be able to say the thing that I really need to say, which is tell me about the opportunity, so I'm just gonna go with that one because.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility.
That's fair.
Might be this could help out the groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits.
So I was just afraid they
But
would
if
like
you've
cut
got
me off.
qualms,
I wanted to say it though, but you know how sometimes in games if you say one thing then they cut you off of the conversation tree, so I was like, ugh. Though would Jezza say it to his grandma? Maybe. Things that are discovered going on a rampage. The board likes it when you murder Gladys, Chief Junai, and Lilia Hagen. Yeah, no qualms here. Let's hear the details.
do you know Edna over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one.
Mm-hmm.
On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the groundbreaker's comm array.
Okay.
Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Well, why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Maybe.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
I see.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Hey, you know what? I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and
I
a
do.
nose for bits.
That's also true.
I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates.
Thanks.
If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
I like it. Abandoned outpost, corporate secrets, got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Sure. What other jobs do you know about, by the way?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got.
All right.
You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
Thank you for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Oh, thanks. That candy leveled me up. Why would spacefaring people have board rule over them? Surely a strange one lying in a pond distributing swords is a much better option for a base of government. I think that's probably true. Gladys's crime boss, maybe, you know. So look, here's the thing, people. I feel like Mick Red was supposed to be in here. Also, apparently, maybe. So look, I'm gonna just, I should probably increase my dodge and block, but we won't. Instead, we're gonna just go and stealth it. But I could do more tech. I want Glads to be the gentleman from Critical Role. That would be amazing. So part of me wants to put up stealth so I can steal more things because that's great. But then part of me feels like I should just add up more tech because I'm such a... You know what though? I have been sneaking around killing people, so we will do that a little bit. And then we'll get to the space where we'll get ourselves to 40 and... Hey, I can get restricted items in vending machines now. Ooh. Friendly tip, Trooper. You can't double dip on the corporate secrets you find in Roseway. If you say help a dude recover his grandma's secret sauce recipe, you can't sell them that recipe to Gladys. Oh, I don't think I actually applied that. Oh, thank you, Rissa. So what do you think? Should I put this in stealth or should I put it in tech? That's my question for you. All right, let's back up. Let's ponder what we have here as options. We have melee, which I don't use. That's not gonna be my thing. I'm very much a handgun person. I do like handguns, and I have been using ranged. I think I should put it in Damn the Man. Damn the Man, I really should. Tech is a tool. No. Tech is not a tool of the man because I'm using it to damn the man. I'm damning the man through my amazing techness. It's level 13. So, and leadership is probably really useful to get them more armor. But I could also just my life is really hard. Yeah, all right, we're putting it all in stealth. We'll come back to tech later. That's it. We're going to apply it. Because we might need to pickpocket people. But we also have a perk. And so we need, what do we have here? We have more tactical time dilation. Damage when alone, we're not going to pick that one. More walk speed, we're not going to pick that. More sprint speed, probably not. Right, well I know, this like, consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. High maintenance weapon and less durability loss, that could be fine. Companion crit chance could also be good. More armor rating could also be good. A few bits more. Additional ammo stock on vendors. Maybe. Tactical time dilation recharge rate, maybe. XP from companion kills. We're going with the XP because XP, more bonus XP means more leveling up faster, which means more perks. Right? I feel like that's... Oh, but then vendor prices is really nice. Nope, more XP. We're going with the XP. For what it's worth, I never bought ammo. Did you just steal the ammo? I did sell ammo. Bonus XP means it's also wasted perk because there's a level cap. There's a level cap. Oh. All right. Well then... No, let's go back. I want to revert. In which case... vendor prices? No. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually just increase our tactical time dilation because I feel like that'll probably be useful. And we'll apply that. Accept it. But I feel like we should talk about this hunt down and... Oh, he was in the back bays, so that's not interesting. All right. I think that's what's in here. Hey, look at this. It's a room with stuff in it. I bet rest and go key card. I don't have a rest and go key card. There are safes in here that I could totally rob, like a lot. 40. Oh. Vicar, I really would appreciate you not opening the door when I'm trying to thieve all over the place. I mean... I also feel like I need a key card. 30? I'm gonna just... You know, I really like to think that I am liberating people of... Hey, Nanospank. Which is a beverage. Let's go. But I don't think of it as stealing...
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Oh, hey, there's the Lost Hope. Was there a sign? The rest and go. Spacer's Choice. That's what the man wants you to think, Spider. If they need it, they would... Yeah, right? So I'm being... Hello, Stevedore, freighter crew. So I'm just sort of wandering around in all these places, and I hope that by being... Oh, hey, Vera. By being systematic, I won't miss anything.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
Oh, you know, what is this heat issue I hear people complaining about?
The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday.
Oh.
And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
I need to spend more money on engineering, points on engineering. It's fine. Sounds like you might have an issue with your thermal control system.
Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse.
Maybe I can do something about that.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering.
Don't I have a... Hey, you know, all the traders in the system come through here. Have you heard anything interesting?
I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting offered early retirement. Who'd think of such a thing? What would you do with all the time?
Party? What do you know about Chief Junlei?
There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that.
All right. Atomica says, systematic redistribution of materials for the greater good is all well and good till you're the one with the most stuff. But presumably, once you've liberated all the stuff, you're really good at knowing how to stop it. And also, you could always just, you know, well, I've got a 10% discount. That's nice. You can also just, you know, get it back. It's like a fun game where you take the stuff and then they take the stuff and then you take the stuff back. Volos dude, leaving things on storage crates is bad. Great material continuum demand. There is material that flows, everlasting river of business. Yeah. Also,
Where's my order?
I thought that I had some sort of
Paid for your last drink.
thing in the Lost Hope, didn't I? Did I not? So this is the Void. This is some space weapons. Distressing, well, that's out there, Roseway. This is Back Bay. This is the Sick Bay. Talk to Junai. We're trying to find this guy who's in Monarch. Yeah.
We don't have tabs.
Disagree. If I had the most stuff and my intentions really for all the greater good, I'd be more than me. Well, that's true, right? You take it and then you distribute it back. Like it's like it's fun times. Hey, this looks like a storage space with trash. I wonder how they. A lot of questions. Oh, there's a chef. So no stealing in front of him. Another chef. Sometimes they just surprise you with people. Some sort of, Ooh. Hi, I just walked in on you. Pardon me. Are you vomiting? You know what? I'll leave you be. I think she ate something that did not, agree with her. So let's let her have some private time. If those intentions remain once it's all in your hands. Isn't that always the way? The road to hell is indeed paved with good intentions. And also some self-deception, perhaps? A little denial? Let's go to this side. Oh, that's the Moon Man. Hello. Hi, Martin Callahan. I'm gonna just step inside your store and see what you have. Locked. Many things to steal. Let's just chat. How are you feeling?
Sorry about the heat.
Yeah.
Chief Dennison will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a 0G brew extra refreshing.
Does it?
It's an ale that's good for what ails you.
Is it?
Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Is it?
Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
Are you okay? Are you okay? I know. It sounds like Patrick Warburton, but I feel like it's somebody doing a Patrick Warburton impression rather than the actual Patrick Warburton. You know, I've got to ask you about the hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries.
I feel like it's a Warburton impersonator.
Please send any complaints to our consumer care headwear division.
You know, are you doing all right in there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so.
He is mooning
Almost
as
as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Can you see in there?
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste.
I'm worried about this guy.
But we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers.
Well, unless you were hilarious.
Sprout Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Do you miss eating solid food? Can you even take that off?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Do you have to sleep with that on? How are you?
Trouble sleeping?
Yeah.
Try our Lunar Eclipse mix.
I'm worried about this guy.
That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
Yeah, it sounds to me, Krellin, like a Warburton impersonator, and also I'm really, really worried. Also, does Spacer Choice make you wear this hat?
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program.
Oh, this place is so bad.
At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
Yeah, do you need me to help get you out of there? I'm worried.
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now.
Oh.
Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
Oh, I am addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have.
Okay.
If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's.
Can I get this person to join my crew?
We're done with the chit-chat. I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
I'm sorry if I pushed you too hard, Martin. I was just worried about you.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this.
Yeah, he does need a sand roll.
Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to.
He could be my purser. He could join my ship. So, you work for Spacer's Choice. Have you ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery. Which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Krellin points out, what makes you think he has any sand left? This is, don't go looking into it.
If you did, that'd be good, actually. They could use the help.
No.
And if you do, please don't mention us.
I'd have to go
Ring
over
of Fire.
my
I feel so bad for him, too.
I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. Or this stall. So, what can I get you?
Yeah.
Soap. Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
Yeah, what do you have for training? What's going on? Like, he's got stuff. I don't think I need to buy any of it. Like, what there's just like a bunch of, there are moon hats. Oh, you can buy moon hats here. I don't think I should. I feel like that's probably, I'm gonna just leave. Oh, hey, look at all these people. I'm gonna go into the medical lab.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru? You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
What's going on?
I am not making a scene.
Wait, Krellin? Are you saying that if I put a moon hat on, it will never come off? Let's not buy the moon hat then. I'm told you can steal a Moonman mask from the back room, and then if you talk to him while wearing it, he says stuff like, "Oh no, they got you too." Let's.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
No.
See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's happening? What's this about your friend? What's going on? I'm nosy.
Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay?
Oh.
As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Well, that's weird. Wait, you don't even like her, but you're checking on her?
You say that like it's weird.
That's just very noble of you, we'll say?
It is most certainly not. And watch where you go saying that, okay? You're gonna give people the wrong idea. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Okay, well, maybe I can look in on Jessie.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
I'm very persuasive. Also, I feel like I need to up my persuade skills. Hello. Also, I feel like I have a quest. And I have a side quest that has to do with telling somebody, yeah, I've got to talk to Dr. Dorset. Ella's a gunslinger and a medic. Oh.
Something I can help you with?
Hi. I'd like to see Jessie Doyle, please.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
The records say? Have you actually spoken to her yourself?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
Can I buy?
Not without dispensation from Chief Jun Lei.
Oh, you have to head out for work.
Supplies are hard to come by.
I will enjoy that, Sal, but you know I'm gonna end in like just a few because I've got to eat food and get ready for the next game. Not without dispensation from I fear supply. Okay, well, how do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like...
Somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Ring of Fire, thank you so much for the follow. You know, I'm just gonna tell you, Ring, we have some stuff that you could we have a Discord if you want to. I'm not even, what am I even doing? We have a Discord if you want to hang out with us on Discord. We're very friendly. There, Discord. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Sorry, and it burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire. I'm sorry. I just got the Man in Black in my head. Some of us are friendly, some of us are old grumps, but old grumps can also sometimes be friendly. So let's, We nearly signed a supply agreement with Anacleus, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
Take care.
They're very friendly. So, here's the question. Can I just use this terminal? And can I just use the terminal? Good Lord, I have 49 bypass shunts. That seems like a good thing. Messages? To Captain Irion, subject, where are my automechs? From W. Dorset, who I need to... What? Atomica? What are these cheers? And I do feel like singing. And so since I feel like singing, I'm gonna have to sing now for these bits. We're in the money. As sung by Ginger Rogers in the film Gold Diggers of 1933. And therefore, I'm gonna sing it in Pick Latin. Also, I need to go and do my wrist exercises once I get off of here. Oh, wait, more bits! More bits! Earway and hey, the anime. Earway and hey, the anime. Eve way at gale out way of way at wakes to ute at gale young way. Earway and hey, the anime. they ice skays are on say. Oh man, the ashen pray, ooh are ooh, thray you uste unway on rayo. Ewe every idre edleansle, avway edbransle, ute day. And when we see the landlord will ukle at the eye gare in the IA. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Can I tell you all something? I love the line. My favorite line is, we never read headlines about breadlines today. I love that. Why are you guys speaking in pig Latin? Guybrush 3-Pod to the monkey cannibals. I love the line, we never read headlines about breadlines today. We never read headlines about breadlines today. Right? Because it's, Iwe ever eat headlines. And I just love singing that in Pig Latin a lot. That's not bad, right? But like I do. Like I just love it. Like I just feel like it's really good. Makes me happy. Dorset to Captain Irian. Where are my automacs? I need a status update, Irian. I know you boasted about the Scylla shortcut, but could you maybe venture through a pocket of space that isn't infested with pirates? You know, pirates? The ones who love cargo and hate rules? Here in I love cargo and hate rules. I should be a pirate. Here in Medway, we've got blunt tools, watered-down meds, long shifts, and shaky hands. Don't let me down. I really do. I should be a pirate. Squirrel! Oh, there's a staff shortage. I'm at my wit's end coordinating with any authority outside of Groundbreaker. The board won't dispatch a surgeon unless Junai agrees to share a third of all docking revenue. Oh no. And Spacer's Choice won't send supplies unless we make an exclusive deal to use their products. No thank you. I've seen enough shoddy needles breaking off in patients' arms. I need to chat with Junai about this. Junlai? But she has problems of her own. Some of us are growing concerned about the cost of Groundbreaker's independence. Ooh, well, I need to help them. I need to help the independent people. I'm gonna help the independent people. Also, I'm just gonna go in here. I feel like I'm gonna just say hi to people. Oh, hey, Dr. Dorset.
Can't say I've seen you before.
Drop into my streams, Instrooper.
You're a freighter captain?
It's all pirate stuff right now.
You'll have to wait.
Yes.
We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
I've got to be up at 9 in the morning, though. Wheeler told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment. Oh, let's just say Wheeler says your shipment won't be coming in soon. Let's say that.
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Who's Irion?
Our delivery man.
Oh.
A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
What do you need the mechanicals for?
Surgery, mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
Oh, why's that?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here.
I want to find you. I want to see your streams, Kulon.
If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
Well, I could try to find him. I'm going to be out and about.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time.
Sure.
We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type.
Thanks.
You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
I'm an outlaw. Basically. I'm like a dashing outlaw. It's great. By the way, I'm going to just find you when you're streaming, and then you just have to keep streaming regularly, and you'll get the people. What's in here? Ooh. It's a medical chart. Patient experiences unusual side effects post-hibernation after his latest voyage. Complains of longer days and increased boredom, as if time itself is slowing down. Ooh, I had that. I've never seen complications this severe, and I'm prescribing a high dosage of stims. Ooh. While I'm optimistic that I can address these symptoms, the cause still troubles me. I'm going to try reaching out to conveyor crews and some corp docs I know on Terra 2 for answers. Update. We had 5 or so, but I couldn't see chat. Oh no! It's makes me sad when you can't see chat. Chat is like my life. But 5 is good. That means you can, like, you keep it up, you'll get affiliate real soon. Update. I've learned that interstellar crews call this condition skip flu, and everyone I ask says they know someone who's had it. In extreme cases, they say the person's body and mind break down entirely. Board medics, the few who bothered to reply, insisted the patient was making it up to shirk their duties. I don't believe my patient is malingering, but how do I prove that when the board won't even review my evidence? Ooh. You'd appreciate it, Trooper. Thank you, Krissa. Kulon was giving these little historical facts about ships and the ports and everything. It was, oh, that looks bad over there. Let's just note all the bloodiness that looks bad. I want to be there. I want ship facts. I'm excited by ship facts. Young rebel back in the day, I became a pirate and do what I want. Bart Roberts, okay lads, lights out 8 p.m., no girls in the dorm, and no gambling. Young rebel, wait, is this private school for boys? Yeah, I thought it was pirate school, but it was private school. That was the worst. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat food. I just want to sort of... Oh, what is this? This is restricted access. Got a Mardit ID cartridge. I've got a ship encyclopedia. All right, I have a question. Can I go through here? It looks like I can't, right? Because it's all red. So let's save. Overwrite. Okay. Everybody, it is 3 and I'm stopping. I have picked up the cloaking device. I have it. So I should be able to just go through restricted because Mardits are in there and I can do the Mardit thing. So I should probably be able to like walk through that area, right? Yes? I feel like it. I've got a bunch of Mardit ID cards. I don't think you have the thing for the cloaking device yet for this specific one. Well, when we start next Saturday, we should be able to check it out. Because it might just be Mardet. I don't know. So, everyone, I'm Trooper SJP. This is the Academic Foxhole. I want to thank you all for being here and hanging out with me on this Saturday. I'm going to eat breakfast. Ooh. I could actually go to the dining hall and eat food there, because then the burrito I have in my fridge, I can actually eat when the dining hall is closed later tonight. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo. So yeah, so I'm gonna just say that. What's new? In 1 hour, which is 4 o'clock on Scraticus, I will be playing Dungeons and Dragons, where I'm going to attempt to do my very best Manic Pixie Dream Bard, and that's going to be my goal. Named Karsten the Learned, and my character, I've picked all the sort of information sorts of spells. Like he likes information, and he's going to have a ukulele because ukuleles read Manic Pixie Dream Bards. And this is the goodness. So you can find me in an hour on Scraticus. And then next week, I've got Wednesday at 8 p.m. on Tales from the Grim, The Witcher, Thursday, Obra Dinn on my channel at 8. Saturday noon, more Outer Worlds. We're going to find out more about the station. And then Sunday will be part 2 of Cthulhu Confidential, Capital Color with Algernon Bolden. That is my schedule for next week, which I'm very excited about. And if you have not followed... Oh, thank you, Be Right. I will see you on the flip side. If you've not followed me, you can if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can also subscribe if you want. If you don't want to, you don't. All the bits and subscription stuff is going to help me with this stream itself, but also with my RPG stuff. I have a Discord you can join if you like. Also, I have a... I don't think I've updated the last stream, but I've got a YouTube, Trooper SJP, where I've got the archive of all of these wonderful shows. Also, oh yes, thank you, PH, for putting in the scrat. Also, you can find me on Twitter at Academic Foxhole. You can also find my Patreon at Academic Foxhole, where that is specifically for my RPGs, of which we've been doing Cthulhu Confidential, but also we will be starting a French Resistance campaign using Fate, and it looks like we're going to start up in March. That's what it looks like. waiting on. This is the last cast member that we're working on, and that's the process, and then we're gonna go. So that's the hype. So I'm gonna eat some food, because if I don't eat food, I'm gonna get in trouble. So I'm going to eat food, and I will see you all soon. And let's just hope there's not a mouse. Let's hope there's not a mouse in my apartment. That's the hope. That's the hope. I will see you all later. Take care of yourselves. Much love to you all my battle buddies, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, everybody. Bye.